Hey YouTube, it's me B3 back with another kind of reaction review for a dope ass film. And today's movie is the original The Fly. I haven't seen the Jeff Goldblum one, even though I actually do really want to watch it. And this first Fly from 1958, it's not rated. About an hour, 33 minutes. It's on Netflix if you want to check it out. That's where I watched it. Oh, I watched it a few years ago, but it's still on here. It'll probably be on here for a while. I know all the original Fly movies are on there in disc format. I haven't checked for the rest of the Fly movies on streaming, but screw it. And here's the read-up as it appears on Netflix. An obsessive scientist invents a matter transporter, but suffers horribly when he uses himself as a test subject, and a fly gets caught in the machine. Vincent Price, David Hidison, and Patricia Owens. So yeah, Patricia Owens and Vincent Price, that's a pretty good lineup right there. David Hidson, he's just not popping in my mind. I guess I'm not terribly familiar with him. I feel like I should be though, but I'm not. But yeah, like kind of some science fiction. It's a classic movie. You should really check it out. It's pretty cool. So, this isn't a spoiler-free video, obviously. But, like, most people know what happens in The Fly. Everyone really knows what happens in The Fly. I can guarantee you've seen, like, a movie or some show or cartoon or something that has referenced The Fly. You have almost anything with a teleporter references The Fly. You guys ever seen, here's some examples that I've just seen recently. There's an episode of Johnny Bravo where he swaps heads with a fly. And then there's an episode of Steven's Universe where the Crystal Gems, this is one I've seen most recently, where the Crystal Gems come back from a trip and they have these warp pads that warp them places. And they warp back and they can shapeshift. And so Amethyst has this fly head and she pranks them. She pranks Steven, makes them think that she's been like fused with a fly. And what's another one? Emperor's New Groove. Whenever you see like a little fly or something caught in a spider's web and it's going, "Help me! Help me!" That's from The Fly. That's from The Fly. And that happens in the Emperor's New Groove as well. And there's a lot of fan theories about that fly in the Emperor's New Groove, because the only animals that can speak English in that movie are animals that used to be people and were turned into animals, and the fly could speak, so the fly probably used to be a human and you watched him die. That's, off topic though. But yeah, The Fly, it's something that's really just in the collective consciousness. It's just all up in pop culture and shit. But I recommend checking it out. It kind of starts off, this woman's being like accused of murdering her husband because she like crushed his head in this machine and he had a fly head. She was, fly head killing him. He was turning into a monster, like he was getting more violent and stuff. And she crushed his head, but like the odd thing was she crushed his head and then she opened it back up, put his hand in and crushed his hand because he had a fly hand as well. And no one was supposed to know about that. And she was telling her story to the police and stuff, and they were like, even if it is true, it's still murder, even if this crazy story is true. And like also there's like this weird white-headed fly throughout the thing, which ends up being, the other fusion because it swaps the head and hand on them. Excuse me. And excuse me. And so they do that thing, and then like the cop or whoever that's gonna take her in and stuff, or judge, I don't remember exactly what his thing was. He sees the fly caught in a spider web, and it's screaming, "Help me, help me," and it has the human head and like the human hand, and he kills it. And the other guy that's with him is like, if she's a murderer for killing the hybrid, that means you're guilty as murder. Like, you're a murderer for killing this hybrid. The guy's like, oh shit, I have to let her off scot-free, because if I don't, I have to arrest myself as well. I have to admit that it wasn't what it seems to be. So yeah, it's a good film. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting it. I don't know. I don't want to say more violent. Uh, I was expecting more like victims, I guess. It's still a good movie. It's a very good movie. I really do want to watch the Jeff Goldblum one, even though I have very mixed thoughts on Jeff Goldblum as an actor. But yeah, check it out. Honestly, check out any movie with Vincent Price in it. I'm dead serious about that. But yeah, good movie. Hop on it. It's on Netflix, so go right ahead. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you all very much. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and etc. And I'll see you all later.